Hello, and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, considering becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some cool emotes. In addition to all of that, if you are interested in joining our games, we have 2 open slots available for the Tuesday early game, but we need 1 more player to even begin the game. If you want to be setting up on a brand new campaign within our world and our universes, then be sure to reach out and let me know. In addition to that, we met our goal of the month, which was 300 last month, everybody, in order to get into that high one-shot. We are going to be doing it on Wednesday the 9th here on our channel. Be sure to tune in because everybody who was donating was in the seats or going to be players in the chairs. And, well, unfortunately, one individual, Asa, is not going to be able to make it for that, but we have a good substitute for him, Ad, from the Saturday game. So that should be interesting. But I think that's going to be all my shameless self-promoting. Tell us what happened last time, Cynthia.
So last time we got a field report from Zurzar about the positioning of the next 2 fields of battle that we are currently engaged in this war with. The first one being our first encounter with the mage unit who float off the ground. We also found out what the shielders do. So that was interesting to see. And then the third map is where the front siege equipment is. I believe Capriccio destroyed one of those siege units initially before we even made it to this map, while we were reeling from the last fight. And then we basically made this map as difficult for the enemy to get around as physically possible by using up one of our almost last instant aids, Glades, to turn the entire map difficult terrain for our enemies, as well as giving us a nice heal. Argon opened up I believe it's a gravity sinkhole or some sort that is persisting, keeping most of the shielders in very, very dangerous terrain. And then Capriccio created the wall to keep them even further in that terrain, cutting off their escape. So not only are they slowed, taking damage, but they're not looking so well in this big black darkness abyss. We do have 1 siege equipment that is actively targeting our party and is more pinpoint precision striking and dropping the fire. And that is where we left off.
Yep. And we left off at the top of the initiative order. Zurazar, your go. Remember,
So
you are still stealthing invisibly, I think, right?
No, I'm prone. I've just been subtly casting, so that way I can just remain out in the open and no one can see me.
Yep.
So I know you. I have a question. I know you said last week that I can't. Charming on is a little weird when it comes to swarms.
Yes. If you're doing any mind-altering magics, unless it specifically says mass or a lot of, then you can't target the swarms with it.
Okay. I had an idea, but with that clarification, that's what I can do then.
Yeah, if it's like mass suggestion, that works, because mass.
Unfortunately, I do not have that.
Yeah, full person also works.
Sure. You know what? I'll subtle cast invisibility on myself.
You are now invisible.
And I will. I'll just kind of crawl over here, I guess, just so that way I get a better visage, because I see this giant black hole that just happened, so I just want to get a better view on these guys.
Alrighty.
And that'll be my turn.
Argan. Oh, could you re-roll that spell in chat for me, just so we are fully aware of what cannot happen?
Happy to.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry. It was Dark Star, not Gravity Sinkhole.
Yeah, Gravity Sinkhole is the level 5 version.
That was the last map.
Oh.
God, every turn they're making a con save or take 8d10 force.
Alright, I'm going to put the small one, the Gravity Sinkhole, right in between the two, the mages and the shields in front of them. That's the 20-foot radius one. It's 120 feet range, so I should be able to get like right on the edge. It should cover both of them and nothing else, I think. I don't remember if I have a template for that one.
I doubt it, but what's it called? Gravity fissure.
Gravity Sinkhole. I do have one.
Gravity sinkhole. Nice.
No,
Yeah,
so
actually,
it looks
you're
like if
gonna
I
get
put
all
it
three.
there, I can get all three.
Now let's distinguish a point that you can see.
Can I not see there?
Well, I'm reading if that is
Oh.
a sphere.
Yeah, it does. It requires a. Here, I can.
You
I can
cannot
roll
see
Gravity Sinkhole.
through the shield soldiers, so you can only target the
okay.
front of them.
All right, so I'll can I not target the center of them?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay. So we'll get them and the mages and clip the archers. So resistance for the archers, right?
That is correct.
So
Roll it in chat, and I'll start rolling
Yep.
the dice. Mage Force. $15 is a failure. Who's next?
Shielders.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Ignore that. Of course, they're successful.
yep.
Archers. They fail.
Alrighty. It explodes in the area with a whole lot of force damage. And that is 17.
Yeah, 17 or 33. 33 of the mages. I think everyone else is 17.
Oh. I forgot the shield soldiers were successful.
Yeah, the shield soldiers were successful, and the archers have resistance because they were only partially covered. And that is my turn.
Perfect.
Mages and archers get pulled in, though, right?
Yeah, they do get pulled towards the center. 10 feet.
Well, they can only get pulled so far without...
Yeah.
Yeah. Cynthia.
I get you.
So I don't know if this will work, but I would like to put spike growth up in the top corner where the archers and the shield unit is.
The spike growth require sight.
No, it's one of those that just a point within range.
Can you roll it?
Yep.
Point within range. Alrighty. And you want to hit it where? Inside the burning trees?
Yeah, basically I want to make the earth like very toxic to them up there.
Alright. I would give you a heads up, since you are a ranger, that you would know This fire would destroy that shit at the start, like after one proc of it. So it would last one round other than outside the fire.
Okay, so that was my question was, does it like make the ground spiky or is it just like a natural vegetation spiky?
It makes all of the natural vegetation in the area spiky.
Okay.
Twists and sprouts, hard spikes, and thorns.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then instead...
Actually, wait.
Yeah, because it was the hard spikes.
The ground. Yeah, no, that would actually work then, because, I mean, no thorns, but spikes.
Yeah.
Thorns are just a different word for spike.
I think, like, stalag...
Throw it on chat.
Lights.
Throw it on out there.
Yep, so it'll be basically right here is where it...
Oh, you need me to do it.
Yeah, I don't have the...
Mm-hmm.
It's on the other map. And it's a pretty big radius.
Like there?
Is that 20 feet?
Yep.
Okay. And it's in the archers, so yeah.
Alrighty.
I want to make it to where if they wish to go through the fiery abyss, it's going to punish them. And then I am going to move and make a hide check with cunning action.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to move 35 feet from the point and then make my stealth.
Alrighty, you are stealthy. Archery squad's turn. I already rolled their con save. They failed. Argon, would you like to roll that damage again?
I would.
I bet you would.
$34. Man, I did more with 8D or 5D8, I think.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Alrighty, that group takes it over there. Boop, boop. Capriccio, remind me, are you stealthing?
I'm 30 feet in the air.
Okay. Forgem, Argon, and Cavalry. Deck saves. Argon failed. 17 is just barely a failure, Forgem.
Actually, because of Swordmaster or Shieldmaster, I get my shields plus to my save. So I'm actually a dirty 20.
Oh, never mind. You're good then. All right, success for Fordrum and success for Cavalry. Argon, you failed. That is 25 points of piercing damage. Con save to maintain concentration on your spell.
Yep.
DC is 13. Fordrum, you take 13, but no damage because Shieldmaster. Ooh,
Okay.
got close. And then second round of volleys. Go ahead, saves again. Fordrum, you failed this time. Argon, you also failed. Another 25 and another DC 13 con save. Fordrum, you're not concentrating on any spells, are you? Nope. Okay.
Nope, I haven't cast anything yet.
They get to move 5 feet. Cynthia, roll your d4. 2d4. Oh, yeah, they ignore difficult terrain. So 1, 2...
But they still take the hazard.
Yeah. So that just means they get 3 steps instead of no steps.
Does the Dark Star difficult terrain
They ignore...
affect them?
Last week you had that one affect them because it wasn't the ground. But it's up to you.
You said natural terrain that they ignore.
Yeah, they ignore natural terrain. Never mind, they only get 5 feet of movement. All right, this unit's just fucking dead. 6.
To be fair,
One
it is
last
an 8
volley.
level spell slots.
Argon. They remember where you were.
I
Argon.
moved since then. I moved 30 feet.
You were... Oh, yeah, you were over
I was
here.
up here. I moved 30 feet from where I was.
Yeah, that means just Fordrum then, and the cavalry.
Or cavalry?
Yeah.
That's why I moved.
Fordrum,
Granted, they're doing pretty good.
you're muted.
I'd like to make the argument that I am hidden by the cavalry, being I'm in the middle of them, but
They're dying way quicker than you are.
That's the point.
is there another volley that I'm?
Yeah, the other one's shooting where Argon was, and you're the only person within 30 feet of that.
$16.
A failure, so 25 half down to 13 for you. Oh, wait, that's your reaction to take half, right?
No, I
You always have half.
yeah, I save for half basically.
Gotcha. All right, another one.
I save for nothing or take half.
One last deck save, Fordrum.
Come on, big number. Nope.
All right, that's another
15.
13 damage on you after the half.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, speaking of cavalry units, we have one unit that's currently on fucking fire. We have another unit within the Dark Star. Oh, wait, no, cavalry. Oh, yeah, there's only one cavalry left. Never mind. Where's the damage? 10 fire damage onto them. $20 fire damage. It's 20 fire damage, that's right. Alrighty. Well, Fordrum,
Come here.
they're going to swing their sword at you. This is at a -3, so 20.
That misses.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20. Up to you, Argon.
Remember,
Sword.
the whole map is difficult terrain.
Yep, that's why they only move 20.
Yeah, that's a hit. There's nothing I can do about it.
All right, that is 31 slashing damage.
All right, I'm out.
And then they have 10 more feet of movement.
Do you have any contingencies?
Not for that.
Not for dudes on horses with swords.
Not for health wise.
Yeah. Fordrum.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just fly and land at Argon.
Mm-hmm.
And do I have? Will am I spare the dying, or is cure wounds enough?
Spare the dying does not bring him to consciousness, which means he just lies there unconscious, not doing anything. Cure wounds gives him hit points, so he's conscious.
All right. What do I have for spells? One moment, please.
Mhm.
That level. Okay.
You can get rid of Dark Star, Joey.
Oh yeah, that's right. You went down.
There you go.
So you heal for 22. We love 22.
Thank you.
Lovely cure wounds.
Uh-huh. Bonus action, anything?
Well, maybe. Is Spirit Guardians bonus action? I think.
It is, but it's a leveled spell, and you already cast one.
All right.
Until you take that feat that the Lich taught all of you.
Yeah, well, someday.
Lich magic. It'll be great for you.
Yeah. I don't think I have any bonus action thing I can do.
All right.
Ocean?
Yep. Nope.
All done?
Yes.
Alrighty. Shield soldiers will do a full support maneuver, protecting the mages. At least this group does. This group over here, your wall of stone, does it have hit points?
It has 180 hit points each panel.
Jesus Christ. Well, they're just gonna start fucking beating at it. Ha! Ha!
That barely hits. That hits.
Alrighty, that's 27 and 27.
I keep forgetting, but
54?
shit. Which one do they hit?
This one right in front of them. So how many hit points did it have again?
Each panel has 180 hit points.
I'll label it.
What's that?
I'll label it as soon as Roll20 responds.
Okay.
Roll20 doesn't like the fact that there's so many things. You said 180?
Yes.
What the fuck? Alrighty, so 27. 27. They're starting to break through the wall. And this shield soldier unit will start trying to break through the wall.
Which one? Oh, that one. Okay.
Yep.
Both hits.
They both hit.
Yep.
Has an AC
clarity's
of
sake.
15.
For clarity's sake, which wall are they hitting?
This one right here. It should have a hit point bar, right?
It does.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
At
now
least I see it.
I see it.
Good.
It just popped up for me.
Well, that's their turn. Braska, you're on fucking fire.
Yeah, and I don't care. So, seeing as there's no enemies on this side of the wall, I'm gonna get down here and start also hitting this wall.
Go for it.
There's the cavalry.
Yeah, but he's a bit further away.
Mm.
You could climb the wall.
10 feet tall.
Don't tell Braska how to Braska.
Actually, if it's only 10 feet tall, I probably could just vault over it.
Well, it's 20 feet of movement to climb up and over.
I'm 8 feet tall. I can reach up and just, yeah, whatever.
Climbing is difficult.
I guess, yeah.
So were you hitting it? Or were you
No,
climbing?
I'll climb over and then hit the shield unit. with
Alrighty.
that.
Well, as you climb on top of the wall, they will take that opportunity to use has advantage to give them prone for the first time. Ah, there we go. Sentient stance. Halberd attack.
That misses.
God damn it.
Barely.
All right, go ahead, Braska.
Yeah, do you mind if I just use the same roll or should I re-roll?
Yeah, sure. We'll just use the same rules. So that's 22. And then that's 23.
And I did fail to call out Reckless, so that was not Reckless.
Sounds good. All done, Braska?
I think so, yeah.
Alrighty. Siege artillery. Zulrazar still invisible. Cynthia is stealthing right now. Capriccio is up in the air. But there's a Fordrum and an Argon all by themselves. With the soldiers I feel the fucking worst for.
They did just see a Braska jump over the wall.
That's nowhere near as big of an issue as what Argon just did.
It's gonna be.
Okay.
What? Drop to the ground unconscious?
You know what? That's right. There are walls out there. 20-foot radius siege bombs.
Oh god. That's one way to get rid of walls.
I take that as a win. Any hits that go to the walls don't go to us.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Siege bombs. Walls automatically fail. Obviously. And that is 40 points of damage. Double to structures, so 80 points of damage.
I'll let you go ahead and take care of that.
That's a lot of wall
give me a
segments.
second. Give me a second.
Yep, there's 10 fucking seconds.
I forgot they had siege weapons. This is actually the first time this has ever come up in one of my campaigns.
Yeah, because in Zodiac, we just blew up the wall with Earthquake.
Right. The other druid spell. Alrighty. I gave them all hit points, so that's 40 and 80 for one shot, and they're going to shoot 2 of them out there. So 160 to all of the segments. This segment is broken. This segment is almost 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 broken. And this segment... Yep, that's within range as well.
I thought they had 180 health.
They do. So it's 40 base damage, double to all structures. And they have loaded shots capable of their thing. So
Oh,
that
they fired
wall is
twice,
destroyed.
yeah.
Yes.
That's 160.
Yep. And the blast radius, Braska, you would have full cover, so would the shield soldiers. So, perfectly fine. Alrighty, that is the siege artillery. Then, they're going to use the siege artillery, and you watch as it starts shifting across the ground 5 feet into the corner. Mage Force.
Wow.
Is that 120 feet?
Line of sight's blocked, but yeah.
Yeah, there's... Oh yeah, the wall. Goddamn wall. They're
can't see
unaware of you. Yeah. Then there's a Braska. Nobody's within 30 feet of him, so they can't really do that. Fine, then. The Mage Force will have to move out of their protective shell. Now they get line. Wait, that's 125. This is a range of 100. It's only 100 feet. God damn it! Why did I build them like this? Wait, is
They
the
don't
other
know
one
math.
like that?
You really just went, why did I do that?
Oh, that one's 150 feet. That's why I kept thinking of it. Okay, that's perfect. Alrighty. That's going to be Chain Lightning. Targeting Fordrum. And Argon. So I need both of you to give me DC 18 dex saves. Argon, you are currently prone, so you have disadvantage. You're muted.
I have advantage against spells, so it evens out.
Perfect.
Doesn't make a difference.
5. 19, you are successful. So, as your shield deflects the lightning from this chain lightning that occurs, you watch as it arcs over you, Fortrum, and slams down into Argon for 50 lightning. Argon, you are unconscious yet again.
Fuck's sake.
Even if I use a reaction, I can't get it because I don't have enough hit points to survive half the damage.
Mage Force will go back there. Capriccio.
Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to spend 1 charge of my bomb. And Argon, you are going to get... I always forget what the number is. I'm going to get 2 hit points and 1 temporary hit point.
Okay.
And then for my action, I need 10-foot cubes.
God damn it. What is the Oh, Firestorm?
Fuck your tower. Fuck your mages.
You know what? Just fuck everything in that general direction, really.
Set the world
Indeed.
on fire.
2,
No,
3,
just
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go.
Alright, let's see.
Oh yeah, you can make it so plant life doesn't take damage.
Yep.
Five, 6.
Keep in mind, if it's not fully through them, they take half damage from their things.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
9.
So that's a little wonky. I think what you meant to do was this.
Yes.
Sure, yeah.
So that it's fully encompassing both, because the way you had it, it wasn't full, so they wouldn't have it.
So clipping the archers, clipping
Alright.
the siege.
Yep. So Mage Force, Dex save, right?
Yes.
They will use their first reaction for Absorb Elements.
Sure.
Because they're probably just going to fail this. Dex save, right?
Yes.
Holy shit!
It's a failure indeed.
It's still a failure, but you know. Alright, so how
I
much
don't think
damage
they
was
could have
that?
Succeeded.
Make sure you roll your damage.
8. Oh, yeah. I was just waiting because you started rolling the save, so I was just waiting. That is a failure. That is not a failure.
Alrighty. Upper Duke
And does the
Bomber.
siege...
Yep, it does have it does have mobility. Not good mobility, but mobility.
Okay.
44 down to 22 on the mages.
And the archers.
All right. 11, which is enough to drop them down a little bit. Oh no, it's half health they move down. Yeah. 44. And then 44 have... No, 44.
And of course, I will make it so that it doesn't affect any plant life, right?
Of course. All right, now you have to delete all that shit yourself.
Sure. But that is going to be my...
Alrighty. Zurazar.
Okay. Okay, I can probably move there. I will stand up. Actually, before I do this, could I use tools to like tamper with this?
That would be a Tinkerer's check, unfortunately. This is a Hupperdukian make.
Do I have tinkers? I do not.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Tinkerers can actually fuck these things up, because they know. It's so incredibly complicated, but if you take this one gear out,
Yeah. Or cut the wire.
You set them on fire. It does that too.
yeah.
I don't have anything to set him on fire.
Keep in mind when you stand up from being prone, it does take half of your movement, so you're down to
Yeah.
15.
Then in that case, I would have just stayed prone. I guess I'll just I feel like I'm just wasting spells, doing nothing. Fucking Chaos Bolt over here, subtle spell.
All right, shoot him.
Advantage.
Well, 27 will definitely hit them. So before you do that, I should let you know that you are going to be losing your invisibility, but you're still maintaining your stealth.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I thought I could. The reason I went invisible is I thought I could go over to the sea turtle and mess with it, but guess not, which is fine.
I mean, you can go over there and kill the people piloting it, which deals damage to it. All right, so 27 on that?
Yeah, but then these guys will decide to come over, and then I'll be swarmed by 4 different groups.
Yeah.
So that is... Hold on. What
Is that-
type of damage is that?
Wait, that's double ones.
Double ones? What?
On your D8s, you roll 2 ones.
No, I didn't.
No, he didn't.
I rolled a 4 and a 2.
Why is the front... Oh, I was looking at the top one. That's an extra D6. It said
So-
1 by 1. That's... Okay. Weird.
Force damage, that's 10 points of force. God, that's the exact same thing I rolled last time. I will remain where I am. That's my turn.
Alrighty. Argon, you get a turn.
Okay. I'll Misty Step to there.
Bloop, bloop.
Bury myself in the corner. And I will call in the Lyceum guy for the chain lightning on the mages, the shields, and the archers.
It's each target within 30 foot of a location, correct?
Right, of the original 30 feet of the original target.
Okay, so where's your
So
original target?
if I target the he moved closer. When I looked at it, he wasn't 33 feet away from it. So it's up to 4 targets. 30 feet of the first target. And my first target would have been the shields, because those are the guys I can see.
Correct. Alrighty. Dex saves. Does absorb elements last for the entire round?
Yes.
Ooh, that's really good.
But it's only
different-
for the
Yeah, but
type
it's
of
the
damage.
chosen element, yeah.
Oh, that's nowhere near as good.
Nope.
Yep.
It is
So
a
there-
first level.
Sucking in fire, which makes electricity 10 times more damaging.
It's very good if you're only dealing with one element type.
If they were wet, maybe it'd do more damage.
It's hot out here. We're all sweating. There's lots of fire.
It's
It's
been
been
raining
raining.
for that. There's no rules in D&D for water and lightning.
You
Fuck
guys are
that
hot out
shit.
here?
Fuck that shit. Alright, well, I clicked it. I'm just waiting for Roll20 to decide it's okay with that. There we go. And the mages, highly reactive mages, will use their second reaction for another absorb elements.
I don't think they would be able to do that.
Uh,
Because wouldn't they be affected by the same spell?
well, no. The way that they're set up is they're highly reactive, so their
No,
unit...
It's not about their reactions. It's about the fact that they already have absorb elements.
They do already have absorb elements going around them, but the way that their unit is designed, the outside ones are the reactive ones, the inside ones are the heavy casters. So those are the ones putting up walls of force and working together to work with these reactions.
And they can cast more than one reaction around.
Correct, because there's so many of them. Alrighty. Mage Force obviously failed. And then Siege Artillery. Failed. Alright, so the Archer Squad, of course, is the only one that succeeded. Roll your damage.
Nice.
I do better as the other mage than I do as myself.
So that's 29 for half. 29 for half. 57. Oh, and that's enough to take out the siege artillery. So, not a bad action. All done?
Yep.
Alrighty. Cynthia.
Question: if I hunter's mark the cavalry, would that work?
It's only a single target, so no, not until they become smaller.
Okay, so yeah, my first level spells are pretty much useless.
Your characters were not designed for war. It happens.
Yeah. I do get advantage on my first shot because I am still stealth.
Correct.
Okay, so we're gonna take a pop shot at the cab unit.
At what?
The cab.
Cavalry.
Cavalry.
Okay. Go for it. That hits.
They are within range of an ally.
Yep.
And I had advantage anyway. So here is that damage. So 27.
All right.
That's the first shot. Second shot, I'm going to fire again. This time I will use another charge of precise shot, gaining advantage again. Activate that. I don't think a 13 will hit, but I have my ability as a ranger to re-roll that attack entirely once around. So does a 25 hit?
Yes, it does.
So 21 more points of damage to them. Don't think I get to shoot as a bonus action. As
You-
a Gloomstalker.
Nope. I don't believe so. This is not a hand crossbow.
Correct.
It's a bow. Bow.
Then I will. Yeah, I will use Nature's Veil, which I have 4 uses left, so this will bring me down to 3. To teleport again. 10, 20, 30. Making myself a nice, tasty target, but I have resistant to all damage.
They are half. Yeah, they are half. Okay.
I shrank the cavalry.
Alrighty. Archery squad's turn. Now y'all are nice and spread. There you go, you're learning.
I thought Nature's Veil was invisibility, Cynthia.
It is.
Roll in the
Sorry,
chat,
Blessing
please.
of the Raven.
Oh,
Wrong
that
one.
one.
Yeah.
So,
Less charges of those, but yeah.
there's that person over there who's heading towards their everything. Cynthia, deck save. This is from the northern squad, which still has 2 shots.
They have line of sight?
They don't need it, it's the volley.
Okay. I didn't know if they needed to know of my presence. I
mean,
know the other one should see me.
They're very vigilant. They are aware of your presence.
Okay.
That is one of the only things they have that is good about them.
And this isn't a spell, this is an attack.
Correct.
Deck save. 17?
That is a failure. 25 piercing damage. This damage cannot be
13?
evaded except through full cover.
It's not evading. I have
Oh, you're
resisted to all
resistant. That's
damage.
yeah. Blessing of the Raven. Alrighty. That'll be another one against you.
So here's another deck save. So I took 13 from the first one.
Correct. And then from this one, you take 7. And you have to give me 2 con saves. Both of them are DC 10.
And the 7 is already half, correct?
That is correct. Wait, is spike growth concentration?
Yes.
Okay, then 2 con saves, DC 10.
Yeah, it falls.
Alrighty. And now they can finally move free.
Kind of, they're still in the fire.
30.
Do they take fire damage?
They will be.
Okay.
They're just repositioning themselves over here. And that... There we go. Still not half yet. The other archer squad... There's Fordrum, who's a battlefield medic. I think they have to go after you. All right, good. They don't hit the...
That's great. It'll kill their archers.
You mean the cow?
Well, they're not... they're smart. They don't always hit the cavalry unless it's beneficial.
They always hit the cavalry. Let's be serious.
They have been, because there's been 2 of y'all over there. This time they are not. Just you, Fordrum.
All of those cavalry dudes have slept with all of the archers' wives, and we know it.
Yeah, I'm sensing some infighting here.
They are Chads. They are definitely... Cavalry
They're
riders
totally
are Chads. Yeah.
And they have horses. So
Oh, good
all
God.
those archery
They're
girlfriends...
up on that high horse.
They're like a 6 out of 10 at best.
And you know what we say about arrows? They're real thin. But anyways, go ahead and roll your deck saves.
Okay.
I don't like what you just said.
And you took the fire for the archers at the top?
I did, yes.
Okay.
All right, first one is successful. The second one is not. Their
No.
damage is down to 20. So 20
Oh.
down to 10 on your first save. And then the other one is just 20.
Oh, shit.
I thought he saved for none.
I did.
Oh, you're saved for none and then half. Yeah. So
I got it.
just 10. Alrighty, and that is 10, 20, 30, 40.
Difficult terrain.
Archery squad completely ignores.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep. Cavalry unit. All right, Fordrum.
Come on, you little bitch.
Because of the difficult terrain, they can't make it to Argon. They have to attack you. Sword. This is at a -4. 24.
24 misses.
All right.
Sorry, hits. That just barely hits.
24 barely hits. That is going to be 21 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Ouch. It's a lot for one guy on a horse.
Right.
Well, with their hit points, it might be 2. But they only have 1 attack anymore, so... Go ahead, Fordrum.
Not sure what I should do here. All right, I'm gonna go with my original plan because I did expect that guy to run away, but not really. I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability on my Self-Dexterity, so now I get advantage on all my fucking saves from the archers.
Just please roll it. Confirm that it saves, because everyone uses it for ability checks.
I know.
Okay.
Go down here to variable.
Yeah, it's all checks. It's only ability checks.
That's grace.
Yeah.
The target has advantage on dexterity checks.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
checks
saving
aren't
throws.
saves?
No, they are not.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
It's things like stealth, acrobatics,
Mm-hmm.
sleight of hand.
Oh. Okay, never mind. I don't do that. I just kill the horse.
Go for it.
Hold on, let me turn off my superiority die.
Poor horse.
Kill the horse out from underneath him.
20?
Yeah, that hits.
All right. So that plus that plus that.
9 plus
14,
9.
16, 18 points.
They're looking pretty damn hurt, but still
All right.
up.
26
Yep.
plus that. For
Fortune.
50.
They're just barely still standing.
Okay, and as bonus action, I cast Sanctuary on myself. So everybody who's going to try and shoot me has to make a wisdom save.
Good. All done?
Yeah.
Shield soldiers get to go. Braska. You're doing your thing, Braska.
Yeah.
Halbert. All of them have
That'll
flanking. Halbert.
That'll also hit.
Wait, multi-attack. If target is prone with a 5 scenes of... All right, so for the 2 hits, that is going to be 27 and 27 for slashing damage. So you
I
take
take 27.
you take
because-
28 because it's halves rounded up. So, right?
Well, I was thinking 2 halves.
Yeah, whatever. It comes out to the same. The other group may be the only people who can feasibly do this. Braska, they're going to attempt to arrest you. Opposed athletics. You have advantage. They have numbers.
What?
It's athletics, not save.
Oh, yeah, right.
Has
I
to be
bet.
the intended roll. Roll again. Unfortunately. Okay.
Ooh.
As they begin throwing individuals at you, grabbing, moving their weapons around, trying to pin you down. And these guys are nowhere near as strong as you, but there's so many of them, and they clearly know how to arrest people. You've been caught by the cops because of this. And then this shield unit is gonna reposition themselves over here to guard the mage force. Speaking of Braska.
All right. I'm going to start hitting people again, because that's what I do.
Numbers, my only weakness.
It works on multiple levels, too.
It does. All right, which group are you attacking, top or bottom?
Bottom.
Okay. There is still a wall over there, by the way. But yeah. 33 hits, 28 hits. So that is going to be 19, 20 on the first one, and then 18, 19 on the other one.
And because I'm a spiteful little shit, I will be using my bonus action to turn invisible at the end of my turn.
Oh, you dick.
You didn't even reckless either.
That's true.
Alrighty. I can remove siege artillery from the initiative tracker. Mage Force! Fuck yeah.
Tasty.
Oh, you're just too far away! And Capricio's 30 feet in the air, so that doesn't count. Alrighty, well... Fordrum. They're gonna firebolt you.
Wisdom saves.
Isn't he immune to fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
They don't know that.
Yeah. So they can firebolt you, but it just against the back of your head.
Hey, ow.
Or can replace one of the cantrips with a lightning spell. They have to single target chain lightning you, man. Dex save.
Ooh, Fordrum?
Yeah.
Sanctuary doesn't work, does it? Okay.
Sanctuaries whenever you are targeted by roll it in chat. Let's see. I
Oh.
believe it's whenever you're targeted by a spell or an attack.
Harmful spell.
Oh, they have to be within 30 feet of you, though. You ward a creature within... Oh, no, that's any creature who targets... Or a harmful spell. This is definitely a harmful spell. Wisdom save. Yeah, they absolutely chose violence.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
22.
Is a success, so no damage.
Yay.
God damn, this...
Shieldmaster's paying off big time for you.
Capriccio.
Hey. Let me see real quick what I want to do. Hello?
Hi,
Hello.
are you there?
Yeah, I disconnected for a second, I guess. But I'm going to cast Ice Storm, and I need a 20-foot radius circle. It's a cylinder, but you can't give me a cylinder.
Not with that attitude. What's it called? Ice what?
Ice Storm. I linked it in chat. I don't know if it went through a disconnect.
There you go.
That's half the radius.
Yeah, that's half the radius.
There you go. Right?
Yes. A whole bitch right there.
Yep. Well, it's dex saves, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. It sure is.
Well, they had another turn, so they're going to do another reaction for absorb elements.
In that case, I'm going to roll the bludgeoning and the cold. So,
Yeah, roll them separately.
very much a failure. It's very much a failure.
Yep. Go ahead.
This is the bludgeoning.
Yep.
And this is the cold.
Not bad.
Oh, that's enough.
Yes.
Shield unit gets smaller.
Yes.
Mage force gets smaller.
No.
All done? All done?
Hold on, give me a second. Let me see something. What is the range on this? 60 feet. I'm going to oh wait, no, never mind. I'm not. Wait. I don't think that'll be enough. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Zurazar.
All right, same verse, same as the first. This time I'm gonna aim at the mage force. Maybe this time we'll get doubles.
Yeah, fuck those mages.
But you're
Even-
stealthy.
Who even likes magic casters? Honestly, kind of cringe.
Oh, at minimum you're getting doubles.
One.
Alright.
No. So both don't bounce. However, that is still a lot. So that is either 7 and 3, psychic or fire.
Mm.
But you know what? Fuck them up. Psychic.
Okay then. 28.
Yeah, 28. Yeah. No bounce though. That's so disappointing.
I mean, on a crit, on a bounce, that would have been fucking epic. But you crit.
Oh yeah.
You still get twice as much. You crit.
I like to argue it's like crit. I should automatically bounce, but you know.
I mean, you had a very high possibility of it. You just did not roll that. You have 7, 3, 5, 4. If any of those numbers matched. Alrighty, that's the end of your... Or wait, is that the end of your turn?
Does it look like these guys are coming up?
They repositioned to protect the mages as best as they could, but it did not look like they were actively coming up here.
Okay, cool.
But
Then
now that the
I'll,
mages look dead, they're probably going to have to.
Okay, so is there like a little? Actually, then that's the case. Was it an action to use the plug of visibility?
Yes.
Shit. Then, these are just shield soldiers. I should be fine. I'll stay where I am.
Alrighty, Argon.
Could I stand up in a crouching form, so that way I'm no longer just prone? Would that reveal my location?
That would reveal your location. You don't have
Okay,
any
then
shrubbery or anything over here, so.
So I'll just remain prone then.
Alrighty, Argon.
Okay.
Argon Town.
I'll summon the hit. Oh, that he doesn't have that many hit points. So I'll cast Argentanium.
Nice.
On the first turn, I also get to move it. So I'm going to move it 60 feet towards the archer squad. And then I'm going to punch them.
Alrighty. Argon's hand punches the archers in the face. Go for it.
And I missed.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I guess that's my turn. I guess I'll swill a potion I've got on me somewhere. What do I have?
Mama stocked you up, so you probably have one or two good ones.
I've got a superior, which is how much? No, it's not on my thing.
Superior is 2d4, 8. 8d4.
8d4 plus...
12.
Oops.
Not bad.
29.
Not great. Not bad. That's like one more volley or two.
Maybe.
All right. Cynthia, your go. Oh, you moved up
Okay.
there.
Yep. So I can have direct line of sight on both my targets.
Yep.
So first attack is gonna be with precise shot.
Go for it.
Brings me down to one of those left. And we're gonna target the mages. And we're not sharpshooting. So 26.
26 hits the mages. And as the last mage goes down,
I then fire another shot at cavalry. Didn't roll with advantage, but oh well. 21.
At the archer?
Cavalry.
That hits. Oh, you're minimal damage. They're dead.
Yeah. And then I am going to use my last blessing to move back to where basically I was, -1.
Alrighty. Next up, archery squad.
Eat me.
Well, this group is smaller. Fordrum is so close. But you just took out their mages.
And
Yeah.
the cabs.
Yeah, they're going to go at you. Dex save, Cynthia.
I'll burn session for advantage. Nice. So I'll take out. And then I'm guessing there's more than one of them.
They're down to 18 damage. So that's 9. Yes, there's more than one of them. Go ahead and give me your second.
Second one, I will use the session recap. Roll again with advantage. 25 should be successful.
25 is successful, so another damage.
Another 9.
The other archer squad, however, they will now go after Argon's Hand, because that's the closest thing to actually hurting them. So Argon's Hand, 2 dex saves.
They're not shooting the archers, though. They're not that mean.
No. They understand the pain of getting cheated on. 17 is just barely a fail. Natural 1 is a fail. So that's 50 points. They'll move over to here because they don't trust magic hands just appearing out of nowhere. Fordrum.
Damn. Sorry. All right. I'm going to walk over there. And from here, do flame strike on the shield soldiers.
Alrighty, go for it. Dex save, right?
That's a good question.
Pretty sure flame strike's dex save.
Yeah.
It's been like 90% of everything I've rolled. 6-9. Nice. Well, they fail.
Neat.
31.
So they take whatever that is, 22 points.
31 points. 18 plus 13.
Oh, right. Sorry. 13. Got it. I'm not used to a 10 being in front of some things.
All right.
There I am.
All done? All right.
And it's no longer difficult terrain for them?
It is still difficult terrain for them. Archers have always ignored the difficult terrain that is not the natural difficult terrain.
How heavy is... Okay, so then I will finish my movement by going... Wait. 1, 2, 3. If I'm in this fire, am I viewable? Visible? Or can I disappear?
You're behind the wall, which is 10 feet
I know
tall.
I'm behind the wall. I was more concerned with the archers in the distance, so...
They could not see you, but they saw you move over there.
Yeah, I'll hopefully be able to disappear behind the wall or have partial coverage from a volley. That doesn't really make it... That's not a thing, but in my imaginary world, it works better than being out in the open. So there I am. Oops. I moved one too many. My bad. I forgot I'm 25, not a 30.
Alrighty. Shield soldiers. 5, 10, 15. Dash. 5, 10, 15. They're coming for you, Cynthia. Alright, Braska.
Shoot.
So straight rolls because you're invisible.
Yep.
26, 20.
They hit.
Alrighty. 19.
19 misses.
Alrighty, so that is 27 times 3, so 54, and then just do another 27. It's like 81 or some shit. Half to you, of course. Alright, and that is the shield soldiers. Braska.
Alrighty. I'm gonna keep on hitting the one down here.
Hit him. Hit it real good.
Yeah. And the first one's at advantage because I was invisible.
Yep.
Oh no, it's still just until the start of my turn. Never mind.
21. I have to ask now, are you recklessing?
I am not.
Okay, 20 misses.
Okay.
Yeah. Shields.
Yeah. I gets it.
All done?
I'm going to use my bonus action to pop a alcohol for the healings.
Yes. Drinking problems. All right, Capriccio.
What problem? This actively helps me.
Okay. How spicy am I feeling? Let me see something.
How much spice? Old Spice? New Spice? Spice Ice? Sporty Spice? Barbie Spice?
Sorry, I'm trying to visualize something here. What is this? Okay. Qualifier.
So you lose concentration on the other wall.
Yeah.
wall.
Here comes another wall.
How many of these segments do you need?
Oh God.
It's a 60-foot long wall.
10. Nope. not 10.
Yeah, sure.
Well, no, I was counting. That's 10. If it's 60 feet long. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. There you go.
Not just one. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're all over here.
Put it here.
Well, that's
Okay.
2. You have one more segment.
1,
Right?
2, 3. No, that's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. No,
So
that's
it looks weird.
6.
On my screen, it looks weird. Yeah. Alrighty, so both groups of soldiers are stuck in there. When the wall appears, dex saves. Fire hot. The first group successful. Let's go.
They needed a crit.
Roll your damage.
They really did need a crit.
Hey, I want that win. So 50.
30. And then I will make it so that it's obviously the side they're on.
Yeah. Well, you burned up a bunch of them. Alrighty. All done? Zero.
All right, cool. I'm gonna hop up out of my prone. I'll cunning action dash, but if I'm being quiet, it's still half. But that's more than enough to get me right here.
Yes. Do. You run up and stab one of the soldiers in the ass, and because you were stealthing, they don't get to do their cool attack of opportunity thing.
Nope. So that is 16.
35, 39. Right?
Zoom.
35, 39, yep. Ouchie.
Death by ass.
Significantly smaller now.
That's my turn.
Alrighty. Argon. Muted.
I'll move up to there, which gets me within, I believe the range is 120 feet.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'll throw a firebolt at the archers fighting the hand.
Alright, go for it.
I got nothing else left. I'm out of spell slots.
Hey.
That hits.
It does for 14 fire damage.
And the hand.
Clobber in time. Wait. Archer's AC is... That just barely misses.
Okay.
Even with
Alrighty.
the decreased size?
Yeah, their AC never goes down. It's just dex plus decent armor.
That's
It's
it.
17.
That's
It's
my turn.
not ridiculous, you know. It's just... Cynthia.
So these guys just got stabbed in the ass.
Uh-huh. He appeared out of nowhere and stabbed them in the buttocks.
Yep, that he did. Fortunately, your size makes it an issue. I'm going to go ahead and use my last charge of precise shot for advantage.
Okay.
They're really tanky, though. We're gonna go with regular shot first.
That hits.
Oh, I wish I would have done the other, but okay.
And you have an ally in melee.
Yep.
Yay.
So they will take 22 damage.
We love 22.
Does that shrink them?
Yeah, it does.
Question.
Yeah.
If I mark them and they die, I get to remark something else. But because of size, they wouldn't be able to be remarked?
Correct.
Okay, so there's no point of marking. Well, they're almost dead, so we're going to try to pop them. So I'm going to use another shot, another longbow shot, without advantage. 22?
We love 22, but wait. Shield units AC. Having per category size. Yeah, that now hits.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. They lose AC because they were a unit fighting together.
16.
That is good enough. You shoot the last sorry sucker in the back of the head.
Then, as a bonus action, I am going to hide over in these woods. So I'm going to move and then make a stealth check.
Go for it.
Stealth.
Ooh.
I'm not very stealthy.
Nope. You know what time it is.
Oh,
Hey, archers. Yeah. These dumbasses are still... Oh, wait, no, there's a random orc and they're racist. Random orc, deck save. Zubazar.
Haha, you're random.
Dude,
It's
it's the first time he's been seen the whole fight. This
So what am I
is
doing?
deck save. And remember, this is the one that cannot be evaded. The volleys.
20.
Well, you are successful, so that, what size? Oh, they're halved. So 25 is
10.
down to 8. Yep, 10. Thank you.
I've caught a lot, so you know.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alrighty, deck save number 2.
Oh, I get 2?
Yeah, they hit
Yeah,
you
they
twice
can
with
fire
the
twice.
volleys. Yeah,
Nice. 20 again.
another 10 again. The other squad is going to make the very... Oh, wait, no. They don't ever fire upon the shields. Because that's
there's
stupid.
Argon's hand.
Argon's hand. Yeah, no. Argon's hand. That's still terrifying. When you're magically inept. Yeah. Argon's hand, deck saves. Fail. So that's a total of 50 damage. Right? Their category
Oh,
has not
no.
changed yet. Not yet. Fordrum.
Deck saves? Oh
No, it's your turn.
All right. Do I have anything left?
I don't know, do you?
Oh, sure. Here. I'm just gonna do. Let's see. Do I have my dude? I'm gonna cast Guardian of Faith.
Ooh.
Well, that doesn't make sense because that's only gonna hit whatever. All right. I'm gonna Spirit Guardians myself. Do I have any spells for that left? Oh, I do.
That's 15 or 20 foot aura.
Mm-hmm. I'm casting it at 4th level. So... Oh, sorry. It wasn't supposed to... It just surrounds me.
Yeah.
Right?
15 foot aura. There we go.
Okay.
And it becomes difficult terrain, as well as anybody who starts their turn in the aura takes damage.
Yep.
Well, they're gonna
And
save at
20
least.
points, nice.
And, 50, yeah, so Shield Soldier takes... They make their save, or they take 20.
Well, here. If you go to neutral, but you cast a spell, and affected creature speed is half when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn. So start of their turn, they will make the save.
Okay.
All done?
Yes.
Okay, start of their turn.
There.
What is that? Wisdom?
Yeah, they got a wisdom, and then they got the dex from the wall of fire.
The wisdom, they definitely fail. Nat 20. Nat 20. Okay, they also failed that one. Roll your wall of fire damage, please.
Oh, they don't roll. It's at the end of their turn, I think.
They're going to be ending their turn there. Please roll
Right.
it.
You're
They
welcome.
also don't roll. They just take the damage. It's
Okay,
the
please.
first instance that they.
There we go. Alrighty. Braska. Flanking.
All right. Hit.
21, 25, 29. Ooh, 29. They keep getting
At
close.
least they didn't try to arrest you this time.
Alrighty.
Ooh.
So the northern group, that is going to be 27 and 27 for a total of, well, for you, 27. And for the southern group, that is going to be 20 and 20 for a
Ooh,
total of
I'm-
20.
I'm out of triple digits.
Yeah.
No.
30 on them. 30 on these guys. They're
Oh,
down to
thank
1
God.
unit. Braska.
Alrighty. Gonna lush hunt on this one guy left.
Yeah. He's holding his shield up.
Reckless.
21 damage.
19 still misses.
All right, and then I'm going to. Should I use my supreme healing or? Nah, I'm just gonna keep on going with regular bottles of wine.
You're down to like
Yeah,
what,
plenty of
40 more
wine.
bottles?
12.
Damn, you're getting low, Braska. I am going to say after this battle, you are shit-faced.
We're probably
I'm
gonna
fine
need to
with
make
that.
another trip to Phelan. Get
Alrighty.
more alcohol.
Capriccio.
I don't have a lot that I can do in my current situation. Although, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action to head and pass there. And then I'm going to throw a reduced flame at the shield soldiers.
The little guys? Okay. 24 hits for 15. That one guy's looking really fucked up now.
That'll be my turn.
Surazar.
Well, all the combatants near me are gone. So, we'll do the smart thing. I'll cunning action dash. Then I'll action dash right here. Because why not?
Alrighty. Boop, 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 boop.
All I can do.
Alrighty. Arkin, your hand has advantage from flanking with Suazar. You're muted.
Maybe it'll finally hit.
That is the hope.
It's taking damage. That's the important thing. It's eaten 4 volleys.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot advantage.
Yep, roll one more.
The Northern Shield guys didn't make their save for the wall.
Yeah, they don't get a save. They just take the damage. That's what we established earlier. They took their damage.
Oh.
10 damage.
Let's go.
And then a firebolt at the same group. And that's going to miss.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Okay. And I'm going to move 5, 10, 15. There. Okay.
Alrighty. Cynthia.
Do the shield soldiers know I'm in this forest?
I mean, you're not stealthing, so if you move up to shoot
I
them.
did attempt to stealth.
Let me look at their passive. One way to find out. You don't know what they know. They know what they know.
Yeah. They only have to beat a 13 passive.
They know what they know. You know what you know.
Well, no, I need to know for advantage.
And I'll tell you after you dedicate your action.
Yeah, I am shooting at.
Oh,
the
okay.
one
You
there.
do have advantage.
Okay. So put that in there. Regular longbow shot. 23.
23 will hit. You're shooting the one that's bloodied, right?
Yeah, the one that's nearly dead.
Okay, it's dead.
Thank God. How far am I? 100 feet? I believe my bow is more than capable. Yeah, 600 feet. I don't have advantage for this shot, so I'm going to Nature's Veil to become invisible.
Okay.
And then fire my second shot at the archers by Big B's hand.
Argan's hand, but yes.
So advantage, and I am sharpshooting with this one.
Oh, that was so close.
27.
That hits.
Make sure everything else is turned off. Yep. 24.
24. That is going to be enough to knock them down a size category.
Yay. And I am invisible, and then I'm going to move.
Archery squad.
20, 30, 5.
This squad is going to send their volley. Right on top of themselves. Zurazar and Argan's hand.
And these guys really want to get themselves killed.
Dex, they want to take someone out with them. You can't return to the Empire unless you are successful.
Or have a
Success,
trophy.
success. Alrighty, and their damage is down to 15 piercing.
So half of that is 8.
8.
8. And since there's so few of them left, we're just going to knock it down to only 1. But then this archer. Capriccio still 30 feet in the air, so not him. Braska and Fordrum, 2 deck saves.
Okay.
You see it coming.
There's 2 successes.
16.
16 is a failure.
Now it's 30 feet for mine ability. I'm 35 feet away from Fordrum. I can't let him re-roll it.
Damn.
How many
Alrighty.
points are they at?
They're at 20s.
They're 20s. Okay.
So, Braska, 20, 20, 10, 10, 5, 5. You only take 10. Fordrum, 20, 10, 0, 20, 10. You take 10.
Right.
Does that knock you down?
Yes.
Ooh, don't do the X. Don't do the... That means dead.
Well.
You're unconscious on the ground. Alrighty. Fordrum.
Also, the area you are is on fire.
Yeah. Fordrum, why don't you give me a
God call?
death save?
Oh. Already? All right.
Yeah, it's your turn next.
Boom.
In the future, make them private rolls.
Yeah. I thought about it as I hit the button, and I was like, okay.
All right. Shield soldiers. Braska, you reckless last turn?
That is correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
That it.
27.
Yeah.
It's a new round, Capriccio. Roll your fire damage.
Indeed. Shit. Good.
Alrighty, they are getting smaller. And it's not like they can kite away from it, because that's napalm fire, which is worse.
They're surrounded by fire.
Yeah. Braska.
All right, lush up, reckless.
32, 31. That's 17, 18. And that is 24. Ooh.
And due to how absolutely smashed I'm getting, I'm just going to take a regular healing potion on this one.
Wait. No, they shrink down based off of where you are. So now you're no longer in melee with them, Braska.
Oh, then I use my movement to change that.
All done?
Yeah.
Capriccio.
Hey, I'm gonna use my bonus action to spend the charge of the bomb. And... well, Fordrum, you get 1 HP and 1 temporary. Right back up.
Is that enough to bring me up?
Yes.
Yeah.
1 HP and 1 temporary. Only
Just
1 HP.
barely enough.
You're alive. That's what matters.
Yeah.
That's how 5e does its healing.
Yep. So you all done?
No, I'm going to throw a produce flame at the shield boils.
Surrounded by
Burn,
fire and
bitch.
being pelted by fire.
And being pelted by Braska.
Produce flame. They're at half. So 22 just barely hits them now.
That'll be that, and that'll be my turn.
There's so much fire here. Zurazar.
It is I, Zurazar. Is the hand technically within 5 feet?
No, and they don't
Well, I
have
mean-
reactions, so they don't grant. Oh,
Well, I was just mainly that way I could get my sneak attack.
Yeah. That's fine. Go for it.
Yeah. That's the reason I asked.
Well, 17 hits.
Well, you said. I thought you said there was advantage.
It's an inanimate object, so it doesn't grant you advantage. The hand doesn't have reactions to hit people, so it's not threatening actively. But
Wait, did Bigby have advantage before?
Yes, it gains the benefits because you were threatening on the other side.
Oh well, there's an ally with. Well,
it counts as an ally. It doesn't give you advantage. 17 still hits though.
But the sneak attack would go up because there's an ally within 5 feet, unless they.
You have an ally within 5 feet. It does not grant you advantage.
Okay, that's fine. That is 37.
Exacxies, perfect. That's a dead archer.
One down.
Now we're down to one archer squad. That's half health. And then shield soldiers.
You know what? Bam. Hunting action. Dash. Right up on them.
Boop, 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 boop. All done?
Thank you for that.
Argan.
Okay. I will firebolt the archers. Oh, whoops, that's fireball, not firebolt.
I mean, you could do that too.
Yeah, if I had a spell slot left, I could.
17 fire damage. And
And
we finally knocked them out of that size category, y'all.
And the hand will move up because it's got movement.
Yeah. Clench fist in them. That hits.
16 more.
We take those. All done?
That's it.
Cynthia.
What do I got left in the tank? I don't have much. But I have a way of generating advantage, so Nature's Veil again.
Go for it.
So I'm going to make my shots at advantage. So 25?
Yep. $34. Hit. You're sharpshootering all these, right?
Yeah.
That's why it's only a +8. Gotcha. Alrighty, those archers are just barely still standing.
Alright, I'm invisible still, so.
Well, they're going to do exactly what the other archer did. Deck
Try to kill
saves
itself?
Suvazar, the archer, and Argan's hand. All three are successes. It's down to 10 piercing damage. Have down to 5. It took itself.
I'll fire an arrow straight up. What could go wrong?
Oh, it was 3. Alrighty. Archers are now out. Fordrum, you're up. You are prone, so keep in mind that's half movement to stand up.
Trying to find. Oh, not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Just from back here, I'm throwing my hammer.
Hammer. 13 misses.
All right. I'll throw it again.
Yep. Wow, 2 misses.
I think Fordham isn't feeling very well.
To be fair, he's on 1 hit point.
Yeah. So
And
then,
1 temporary.
And a temporary, yes.
bonus action, divine intervention. God heal me. Restore my people. How about that?
Divine
I got to roll percentile dice under my level.
Well, I believe divine intervention is an action.
Oh, is it?
Describe the assistance you seek and roll if you roll a number. Wait.
Okay.
When you need it.
Yeah.
Domain. Yeah. Fuck it.
Restore my team to full.
Alrighty. So keep in mind we do our divine interventions differently.
Yeah.
Your guide will always help you. But
No, I know that. I'm asking for the ridiculous. I waited 7 days to be able to do this. I figured that if today was day 2, I was actually able.
Alrighty. Well then
But
your god
I'm not high,
go ahead.
I'm not high enough level for 71 to work. So.
Well no, that's as I was saying, we do divine intervention differently. It will always help you, it just matters to what degree. 71 is a high roll, so that's pretty damn good. I will say 3d6.
Woo. Do I roll them or do you?
You do.
Oh, sweet.
You called on your god.
Yeah. Everybody heals 9 hit points.
Woo. That feels nice.
Yeah. That's 9 times as many hit points as you had.
True.
That is definitely true.
Shield Soldier, Braska. This is at a -2 to hit.
No challenge on that. So how many points of damage is that now?
They're down to medium, so that is 20 and 20.
So 20.
Yep. Braska.
Alrighty.
Oh, wait.
Reckless.
Roll your
Oh,
damage, Capriccio. Thank you. They're just over the line. Go ahead.
Reckless. And reckless.
Oh, there it is. There it is. 25, 26.
And add.
Brutal criticals. Jesus!
Oh.
Braska,
We love 22.
the last enemy on the battlefield. How do you want to do this?
I'm just gonna just start just beating into each and every one of them with just one hit each until and just flying as far as I can, trying to go for a record.
As all of you see him ripping and dismembering these as quickly as is Braskily possible, you all begin to hear something strange over top of your heads. There's this vibration in the air that emanates outwards. And this pressure coming from the forest past all of you. Argon, this entire fight you've been looking through the eyes of the mage that is assisting Thunderbrand, who, thanks to your engagement, has been sneaking up behind the enemy forces, and they have been engaging back there, being staved off thanks to what appears to be a Volstrucker. Not a terribly adept one, but still a Volstrucker nonetheless. And then you notice that they see this larger siege artillery. It's anchored down into the ground and is roughly about 30 feet long with this cannon attached to it. As you feel this pressure from where you are, there's this light that emanates behind each of you. And then you watch as a burning projectile shoots over your heads, dozens of feet wide, soaring through the air directly at the city. And this is where we're going to go on break, everybody. We'll be right back. And we're back. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. Where last we left off, you all thwarted the forward advance of the Zemnian army on their secretive attack against Nicodranas. The first time that artillery has been utilized in any war setting within Exandria. What exactly it is unknown to anybody, including all of you. What exactly it can do was waiting to be discovered by all of you. As, thanks to a special spell that happened, Argon was able to perceive through and see this incredible cannon-like mechanism that fired off. However, after the projectile went through the air, Argon, your connection with that other mage and Thunderbrand was severed.
Well, that's not good. I lost my connection to Thunderbrand.
Well, how high up is that thing?
Oh, the projectile already hit Nicodranas.
Oh. We should
But it
try
fired real close to where Thunderbrand was originally.
Yes.
Where he was supposed to be, yeah.
Moments before you saw he was there with the other soldiers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was there when it fired, but...
I'm going to heal Fordrum. I'm going to use your wounds on you. And I will give you a greater healing potion.
Ooh, how many points? What's that do?
4d4.
4d4 plus 4?
Yeah.
So 16.
Ooh. Doubled my
Current.
total hit points. Thank you.
How far is where Thunderbrand was from us?
Probably about 20 miles. And all of you are less than 5 miles outside the city. Again, this is the first time anything like that has ever been seen in this universe.
I don't even have a spell to do ascending to him to find out if he's okay.
Hang on. I might. Yep. I can reach him. Hold on.
Alrighty.
What besides okay do we want to know from him?
Is that thing done, or is it going to fire again?
There you go.
Thunderbrand.
Thunderbrand. Fordrum here.
Go ahead. Okay. Several moments go by after you sent that message out. Then you get a response. I don't think so. Everything near it is dead. We need to reconvene with other leaders. Check on the city.
He says everything near there is dead. We need to reconvene with other leaders, check on the city.
Alright. Is everyone ready to go back to the city?
Is it broken?
I don't know. We can't. It's not a continual conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. Do we not want to go and make sure that thing is broke?
Thunderbrand just said to go check on the city. So I have to trust him in his decision on whether we need to go deal with that or not. He's technically in charge of the forces for Tal'Dorei on this continent, which in some loose form we still belong, and definitely you and me do. He is, for all intents and purposes, our commanding officer, and he told us to go back and check on the city. So, anyone that doesn't want to take a walk, come here. I've got one spell left in the tank. This was my get us out of here card, so I still have it.
Let's go then.
Okay, hang on. It's going to take me a minute.
Take you a minute to what?
Yeah, so 3 rounds later, I make it there.
Oh.
18 seconds. Come in!
He's a dwarf. He got little legs. So, you all gather together, and you teleport back over to the city of Nicodranas.
I am down to a single first level spell slot.
I take a moment and also leave. Well, when we arrive, I knock all this thousands of arrows that are stuck in my shield off.
Looking.
I'm pulling them out of my hair.
As you all arrive on the beaches, the southwestern side of the city itself, you see the population of Nicodranas, the tourists, the nobles, the everyday live-in individuals standing there. All of them as far down the beach as they can be as you look over at the city that is, well, at least largely on fire. The plumes of smoke are reaching so high in the sky that it's almost indistinguishable from the clouds that you all had summoned up already. As you all begin traversing over towards it. The western side of the city and most of the southern side are generally untouched, but the Selezos who evacuated the civilians are now hurriedly working, gathering sand and water, trying to extinguish this unique flame that had erupted across the landscape. The water doing almost nothing, but luckily the sand being able to smother it so long as the sand is in more abundance. You walk down their phenomenal boardwalk where many of you have spent time playing little games for stupid plushies or entertaining yourselves with amazing food that was always readily available. Now it's scorched, turned to ash, left on the shoreline. You go over towards the center of the town where there was always that illusory tower that still stands, but the magic that had protected it somehow from being seen is mostly destroyed. The Marquis' estate completely obliterated. And every building within 2 blocks of it. One of the Selezos recognizes all of you walking around, goes running over. What was that thing?
We don't exactly know. We took out the smaller ones.
Small ones. Are they going to shoot again? Can they do that again?
I really hope not.
I mean, we broke the ones we saw, so.
From my understanding, there's no one left to fire it again.
It may be wise to send people out there to dismantle it, if possible.
We'll let the leadership of the city and everybody decide that, not a random Celezo. Where are the leaders of the city? Who's left of the leaders of the city?
They were evacuated, over towards the funeral parlor. So.
Okay, we'll head there.
Now walking through the northeastern side of the city itself to get over there. Many of the buildings have been completely rubbled down, and you can see that scorching flame that just did not want to be snuffed out lying down across the landscape. Homes destroyed. Anybody who didn't evacuate, more than likely they have to be dead after all of that. Now, you get over towards Tiffany's funeral home. And the first thing that you notice is the northern end of the funeral home itself is scorched. Many of the grave sites completely defiled. The primary building itself has markings of the explosions that occurred from this large concussive concoction that they were shooting out here that for some reason can slip through magical defenses. But the building does still stand. As all of you are heading over there, you see the front door is completely caved in and rubbled down. From the inside, you hear screams for help.
From inside the church or from inside the building?
From inside the parlor.
Run in to assist.
Yeah.
I will repeat myself. The door is completely rubbled down, closed off.
Yeah, start removing
Start
rubble.
digging.
All right. Athletics checks, both of you.
I'll help.
Alrighty.
Helping.
Oh, he's doing.
Oh, sorry, I can help instead. Sorry.
I mean, that's what help is, so you're doing.
Yeah.
So many of you go over and start removing the rubble as quickly as you possibly can, and as you are removing it, you end up first seeing a limb of somebody underneath the doorframe. Appears to be a crushed arm that the rubble had fallen down on top of and completely obliterated. Then removing more and more, and you recognize this was the captain commander of this church here. The Aasimar woman who is in charge of the city's protection and naval fleet. You look down, and most of her body has been crushed underneath this rubble, and clearly she has been removed from this mortal plane. Once you peer inside, you see a human man who's a little young, but with many scars across his body, wearing the iconography of belonging to the Marquis estate, or perhaps even the Marquis. Actually, Zurazar, you would recognize him immediately. He is the Marquis here. Uladan. Then you look around, and there's several other of the military in here, and Tiffany's currently handing out cups of tea to everybody. Uladon will approach over towards all of you. Is it over? Or is it over?
Yeah,
Well, maybe.
Maybe.
pretty sure.
The thing that did this still stands. We don't know how it works.
All right.
But everyone that was manning it is dead.
Well, where's Thunderbrand?
By the thing that did this.
I assume he'll be joining us when he can. I'm waiting to hear from him again. He said to head here.
Very well. Very well. First things in order, we need to get a count of all of the people. I need to start connecting with Tal'Dorei for aid, shelter for our civilians. How much of the city is gone?
It took some hits. Some smaller debris near the front of the city, but the northern, I believe, western part is ruined. Because that's where the big one hit. It's what hit out here as well. The smaller siege equipment has been dispatched completely, but the big one is...
Okay. Well, we need to start taking tolls of the civilians. Everybody, come with me. And he starts heading out, and two of the soldiers are moving with him as his personal protection detail. Tiffany comes over and hands a small cup of tea over to you, Capriccio.
Wish you kind of. He takes it, but he seems to just be staring forward mindlessly. Barely blinking.
You take note that Tiffany, for the first time, is a little shaky with their hands. Well, I will go tend to the wounded.
Wish doesn't respond.
I'm not even sure what to do at this point. I guess technically this was a victory. Technically. Because I imagine it would have been worse otherwise.
If it wasn't for your warning, there would be no more city. And there would be thousands more dead.
I wish I could help more now, Tiffany, but to be honest, I'm exhausted. I don't really have anything left.
He nods and just takes a very large backpack with as many medical supplies as he could physically carry with him into the city. You all are left here at the parlor.
I will go assist Tiffany in finding any survivors.
Yeah, I'll probably throw my muscle around in that too.
All right.
I still have 3 more cures that I can do if need be.
Zurazar, are you doing anything?
He really doesn't know what to do. The marquis of this place, I guess he would maybe try to find a way to, I guess, take something back to Marquette to let them know what happened.
Marquis aren't from Marquette. The Marquis are the leaders of their city as far as the Clovis Concord is concerned. Yes.
Marquis, Marquette, kind of similar.
It's because they are Marquesian, the people who came over to the Menagerie Coast. It's very similar cultures.
Got you.
But
Okay.
because
then
of your
I'll just-
political knowledge, you are fully aware who Uladan is.
I'll just help around what I can. Can't help the dead.
All right. Fordrum?
Yep, I'm going to just hand out heals until I have no more spells, and I have virtually 1, 2, 3, 4 spells left.
All right, so you head out with them as well. Capriccio and Argan are all that remains here at the parlor.
I'm just gonna sit down in my chair and rest for a little bit. Try and see if I can think of what to do next.
Okay. Capriccio, you remain floating there while holding your cup of tea.
For a while. But after a few minutes, I'll put the teacup down. I'm not going to drink it. And then I'll start helping where I can, and I'll maybe pass out a few. Wait, hold on. No, I'm gonna do the same thing as Fordrum and start healing people.
All right. Argan being left here by yourself. No one remaining but the Lawbearer's commander here.
Is she alive? I thought she was dead, right?
She's dead, and everyone's just stepped over the body.
I'll dig her out of the body, or dig her out of the thing while I'm there, and set her up somewhere in Tiffany's area. We've been in here for Tiffany's funerals before.
There's an
At least
autopsy table downstairs. He has
Yeah.
2 of them usually.
Yeah, wherever he arranges bodies, I'll put her there. I'm not going to try and do anything. I'm not a religious person, so I'll leave that to Tiffany.
All right. Those of you that have moved into the city to try to assist. Braska, you were being utilized to help move some rubble out of the way, help find whatever buildings might still be livable. Cynthia, you're being asked to infiltrate into as many homes as possible, slipping through windows, chimneys, anything you can, and find anybody who might still be alive, and then know that Braska needs to break into the building so that people can heal them. As this is going on for the next several hours, I need charisma saves for each of you. Your roles reflect your emotional states right now after all of this. Do with that as you will. After a few hours, Argan, you hear hefty footsteps heading over towards the parlor. You see from around the corner, Thunderbrand looks inside, and he's significantly thinner than he was last you saw him in that vision. His eyes are sunken and a little hollow. His arms look like they're completely stripped of any strength that he has as he wanders inside and just sits down in a chair.
See if I can find the tea that Tiffany left behind, though I imagine it's cold by now.
There's the cup that Capriccio never drank from, sitting right
I
at the
can
table.
press to digitate, heat it up, can't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hand that over, and he'll his hands move, and there's a little bit of a flicker of anxiety from him as he takes the cup, and you see the strongest of mages just looking completely depleted as he just takes a couple of sips and then rests his head in his hands. What are we going to do?
Take stock of who lived. We build what we can. I mean, this was horrific and terrible, but look at it from the Empire's point of view. As much as they did, they lost more than they gained. Lost more than Nicodranus did. Definitely more than their alliance against them did. I don't know what that thing was you faced. But if we manage to capture or destroy it, that's got to be a significant outlay of resources for them, not to mention the amount of troops that they were not expecting to face much resistance that they lost in this battle.
This wasn't a siege. They were coming to destroy the city.
I think they were coming to march their way through the Menagerie Coast. I think the troops were here mostly protect their siege engines as they moved through, destroying everything in their path.
What if they have more? If we don't know that it's coming, how do we stop that?
We focus on knowing that it's coming. Spies, scouts, divinations. We found out this one was coming, though very late and with a bit of luck. But no, had it been better had we find out a week sooner and we could have hit it before they made it to anywhere near the city, of course. But the fact that we made it before they could completely demolish the city saved thousands.
We have to end this war fast. My divinations didn't pick up on any of this. None of our intel knew that they had something like that. Even Joel's warnings weren't that. Everything with 100 feet of it, trees, grass, worms in the dirt, people, all of them were sucked of their life into this thing. If I didn't have a death ward on me, I'd be dead.
It was a magical construct that sucked up life energy?
All of the life. It seemed to congeal into some type of object they had in it, and it fired that object.
I just assumed it was some new way they found to do their other, similar to the larger version of the other smaller siegecraft we found, but that's not the same. I didn't even think magic at that level was still possible.
It shouldn't be.
Though I guess they've proven before that human sacrifice could expand what's supposed to be possible. When you're not afraid to use whatever you have, including the lives of your own.
I've contacted the Lyceum already. I'm completely spent. I don't have anything. They know that we need to be on the lookout for this anywhere. Nowhere can be hidden. Everywhere needs to be monitored, patrolled on foot. Divinations and scrying didn't find this, and something of that caliber has to show. It showed up on the table when they fired it, but not before then.
So it's not powerful enough to show up until it does what it does.
I don't know what types of magics they have on it. I tried dispelling it, nothing happened. I tried throwing lightning at it, fire. Nothing at all.
Is it itself destroyed? Spent? Do we know?
All of the runes that were around the shaft of the cannon are completely destroyed. But
okay.
We've put in an order to have a couple of artificers that came from our school and elsewhere to look at it, but we have to transport it away from here. And that has to be manually transported. I have to be with it. And I have to take a cleric with me to keep me from dying in case it goes off or something.
It's going to take quite a bit to transport that somewhere. You sure we wouldn't be better just trying to dismantle it, smash it?
I'm not leaving that thing anywhere near them, and I don't know if we can. That's why we asked artificers to come in and look at it. Hopefully they're at least as good as Huppaduks are. I don't know anything about these mechanisms. They defy a lot of laws of magic that I understand. We gotta end this fast.
Well, our plan was to head deeper in. We're going to have to risk actually crossing into the Empire to follow up the only minor attempt at a lead we have at where his next phylactery is going to be. But as terrible as he is, are we even sure that stopping Trent is going to stop the Empire? Is he truly behind all of this?
The intel I've been able to gather is, despite all of our efforts to ask for assistance or to ask for a parley, just a conversation, it's all been getting thwarted by him in the ear of their king. If we cut off the head of the snake, then we can at least discuss things. See what's really been going on. I mean, this is too much. I don't want to believe the Zemnian people are pure evil. But an act like this is not helping.
No. They're fanatics, and fanatics can do terrible things for the sake of their beliefs. And I'm sure to some extent, none of them really understood the scope of what they were doing. Not sure that would have stopped them. But I'm sure that none of the people that fired that weapon knew that they were going to die to do it.
No doubt.
Maybe one or two necessary to lead it that are truly fanatical, but even then I'd be surprised.
Well, we tell the rest of the world that this was a resounding success. The Tal'Dorei Union thwarted all of the advances and attacks of the Empire, pushing them completely back into their own territory. We have to make sure people don't understand how dangerous this is. We can't have them panicking.
No, that's true. They have to believe that this was a victory.
It was, right?
I think it was as much of a victory as we could have had.
The end of this conversation, the last few sentences said, all of you are coming back with Tiffany now, helping with these large wagons that are pulling people all the way up into the parlor itself. About a half dozen more lawbearer soldiers have joined you all and are helping to move all of the furniture out of the parlor, move everything that is unnecessary completely out of the way, and using it as a medical bay. As soon as all of this starts happening, Thunderbrand stands up very abruptly and looks around at the people working and look over at you. Clucking like a couple of hens. There's work that needs to be done. All right, let's get going. And he takes one step and passes out mid-step.
I'll try and catch him as he falls.
Everybody, you're back here?
I guess I'd also try to catch him if Argon seemed like he was further away.
You guys catch him, no problem.
Go put him out of the way somewhere. He's not in great health, but I don't think he's in danger. I'll fill everyone else in on the conversation I had with Thunderbrand. That whatever weapon they used appeared to be powered by the deaths of everything around it. Literally everything and everyone around it funneled into it in a level of magic that neither me or Thunderbrand were even aware was possible, and spelled some sort of device that fired at the city. As far as he could tell, the thing itself is burned out. That they've called for people to come and try and dismantle it or move it or destroy it, something to get it away and out of the, so that the Empire can't recover it if for some reason it is reusable.
Is it possible that this might be one of their trump cards and possibly one of his slivers that is siphoning all the life around it to make a big boom?
I can't imagine he would have sacrificed it.
Maybe he didn't think it would be a sacrifice. Maybe he just thought he would win.
It's possible. Well, we should check Ground Zero when it's possible and see if maybe there's a remnant of whatever projectile was sent in here, in case that is something that
Needs to be considered.
Yeah, because you're right. If his plan was obliterate the city, and he assumed that he would, he'd easily be able to recover the item if he was using it as a focus in some form or another.
Based off of what you've stated, if they would have moved this across the Menagerie Coast, they probably have replacement barrels. I don't think something of that magnitude to be mass produced as rapidly.
I hope not.
But like, if it only blew out, like, say, the barrel of the weapon like a crossbow, you fire so many rounds through it, eventually the crossbow gets worn and warped. So having replacements or spare parts nearby is usually preferred. So there is a possibility that there is a supply depot for this thing not too terribly far.
Assuming that they wanted to use this on every town. It could have just been a shock and awe on the first town and figured they'd be able to march through with soldiers and conventional, they don't really have conventional siege engines at this time, but the more mundane siege weapons.
There's also a possibility that that was more of a last ditch type weapon.
Not even necessarily last ditch so much as shock and awe. Come in, obliterate the first town with your super weapon. Nobody survives to know what the super weapon is. All of a sudden, they assume that you can destroy every town that you want to when you come to it. Because they have no idea what caused it or that it was even a one-shot. It could have been enough destruction to give them... Some towns may have capitulated just out of fear that this was something they could have done to any town they wanted, especially maybe some of the smaller cities.
Based off of my knowledge of the war, the only faction that's not in the war is Jorhas.
Jorhas is in their own war with them, but...
Do you think informing them that the Empire has this type of arsenal would get their support?
I'd say that at the very least that probably couldn't hurt us much.
True. I don't think that us trying to get Jorhas involved is our role in this. I think our role needs to double down on taking, just as Thunderbrand said, the head from the snake.
Yeah, we figured out our role in this a while ago. No need to change it now.
We need to refocus on that. I mean, this was something that needed to be done. I have no regrets that we took the time to do this action, because I tremble to think of how much worse this could have been. But I think we let the diplomats and the leaders try and leverage Jorhas out of this, and we move as fast as we can towards where we think the next of Trent's may be. While we could certainly help here or in other parts of the war, there are other people that can do that too. But I think it's very few who are capable of doing what we need to do, even if we're capable of it, to track down the last of his pieces, destroy him, and then go after him.
We're probably going to have to hit their supply depot at the border, because it literally took everything in us and a lot of our resources just to make it out of that series of battles of
What-
this war.
What do you need out of a supply depot?
I'm just saying, like, they'll have resources, whether it's healing potions for us. Like, you went down multiple times, Borgem went down.
I
I
think
know
another.
that Braska is shit-faced drunk. Like,
I think another fight that we don't have to take is the wrong thing to do.
And not only that, if we're talking about a supply area, that's probably going to be one of the most guarded places.
I think we need to stay focused on one objective and go after that. I think us picking another fight that is not necessary to our end objective is a misuse of our time. That's my opinion.
No, I fully agree. Realistically, what we did here was good, but we just gave Trent a bit more time in the long run.
But we hit the Empire hard in this.
But did we hit Trent?
No, but
That's
to some
that-
extent, Trent, the Empire is technically the enemy, but I mean, you're right. Trent needs to be the focus of our effects, but the I don't regret what we did. That we took the time to do this one. It had to be done.
Nor do I. I just think that now, I like I
Yeah.
said, I agree with you. We need to laser focus on
Yeah,
the man.
and that means piercing the Empire.
But going in,
Yeah, the next place that the only thought we have is that swamp.
Yeah.
oh, fun! I've always wanted to go into the Empire. You know, just not in wartime.
It's
but
not
in
that
order to
great.
get to the swamp, we would have to go either way around that supply depot.
Isn't Shady Creek Run a neutral ground, and doesn't it lead directly into the Empire?
This
If
is
we come
true.
from the backside, yeah.
That might be the best place to go. We're wanting to make sure we don't have any. We don't want anyone knowing where we're going to be going. So going through the back entrance might not be the most terrible idea.
We have a couple of options. That is one option, is to go in, which is probably a much less guarded
Oh, absolutely.
front than the one down here. The other option is the smuggler that we helped Joel save.
He should be getting back to, what is it, Otis or
Off.
Off, which
He
is
gets-
just north of Phelan.
Fortune,
Yeah,
did you
he
get my
gets-
whisper?
Who?
You.
Maybe.
He gets people across the border, and to some extent he owes us, and to some extent he probably shouldn't be super worried about betraying the Empire at this point, since they were probably going to kill and arrest him. He should be motivated. Option 3, I still have the destroyed segment of the Volstrucker brother. That if we heal that up, we could teleport into the Empire. And I know of a which is very close to where we want to go, but it's also I have no idea what's there. I mean, I could attempt to scry it first, but
I'm just worried that if we rush in there without restocking any supplies, like, we're going to get so worn down that the attrition's going to get into us.
odds are we're going to burn more resources trying to take out a supply depot than we're going to get out of it.
That is incredibly true.
I mean, you saw what that last fight was like for us, Cynthia. It's not like we could just walk in and demolish a supply depot by ourselves with no consequences. We still have some healing potions left. And there's only 6 of us. It can't be that hard to supply the 6 of us with what we can get. It's not like we use an abundance of potions all that often. You use alcohol.
I watch Braska drink a lot.
I'm sure we can find alcohol. Don't think that's considered to be a war material yet by most countries, so it's probably not as rationed, at least yet.
Now we know where a big stockpile is in Phelan.
It's possible we could reach out and buy some from them. I just think we need to pick a path and head towards the Lavanda Swamp. That's my opinion.
Look at it like this too, and I am more inclined for the Shady Creek Run entrance. But say we have the smuggler. What does smuggler do? He handles supplies. He may have something for us that we can buy off him.
Maybe Shady Creek Run might have some stuff too, possibly.
Not too much, I would imagine, but maybe something.
Y'all kind of burnt that bridge when you burnt down their houses.
We didn't burn down their houses; they did.
And you paid for it.
Yeah, we paid insurance for it, so they're not mad at us. They got money in their pockets. And plus, let's be honest. Do you think anything over there really counts as a house?
Here's the question for you, Argon. If we teleport into the Empire and say, worst case scenario, we get overrun, is there any way of getting out of the Empire? Or does their magic block teleportation out too?
Well, if we have the Volstrucker rune, from my understanding from Mirian, it allows us to go in and out.
You just have to pump healing magic into it first.
Right.
And then...
we need to dedicate, probably, I'm assuming Capricio's, or maybe Fordrum can cast a powerful enough one to fully heal it first.
Oh, what he told you was a first level cure wounds.
Oh, I thought you told me it needed heal to do it. Like
no, healing.
Heal.
Healing.
Oh.
No,
I
it's like it's
meant...
a cure wounds.
I used my last charge of cure wounds.
No, I probably would have done that weeks ago. I thought it was heal. I didn't want to ask somebody to burn like a 7th level spell slot. If I don't even remember what level heal is, but
6.
There.
Oh, 6th, okay.
That's a maxed out die for me.
There you go. That's true as far as I know, right, Joey? That with the rune, I can teleport in and out of
without
the
immediately
Empire.
getting blown up. Yes.
Right. That's the knowledge that's what I've been told.
Yeah.
I've never tested it. I don't doubt Mirian, but that doesn't mean Mirian hasn't been lied to either, though, technically.
Which is closer? Shady Creek Run or where you have the teleport to?
The teleport.
Yeah. Shady Creek Run is on the wrong side of the mountains, is the only real problem with Shady Creek Run. You have to go around all the mountains on the backside of that Cerberk Hall Ridge. Well, go ahead, Fordrum. Sorry.
Fordrum wanders up while you guys are now looking at a map. He says, I run into someone. Let's take a quick meeting. Someone we've spoken to before.
Okay.
And she's down here. We can continue this in a little more privacy, probably.
Go downstairs to the autopsy area.
Mm-hmm. As you get down there, you see that there's this very nondescript woman, darker hair, fairly young, but like an ageless face, human, maybe half elf. It's very difficult to pinpoint anything specific about her as she's leaning over top of the captain commander and is currently examining the body for any markings that may stand out. And she looks over at all of you. Hello there. Long time no see. Argon, Braska, you both would remember seeing her at actually, Braska, I'm not sure if you were there at the funeral or not. Hedge's funeral? Yes, Argon and Braska, you were at Hedge's funeral.
Yeah.
She was the woman that you never caught much about but knew a lot of things, and she also informed you how to get to Islecross without really informing you. Just a weird interaction.
That was the one that gave a bunch of information, and then none of us bothered to ask her a question.
Or her name.
Right? Yeah.
We asked tons of questions, but nothing important like, so what is your name?
So she's like Giannis, but female.
No. She's completely nondescript. Might even be like a lowly merchant if you were to guess. But she looks over at all of you as you come downstairs. Well, like I said to Fordrum already, thank you all very much for the heads up to the leadership here in this city.
Are you from the city? I'm sorry, I don't think we caught your name the last time we met.
You're correct, you didn't. And also, I'm of the world. Let's just leave it at that. She flips the body over very aggressively and starts like pulling at the back of the shirt to look around for symbols.
Are you looking for something in particular of the world?
I am looking for something in particular on this body. There it is. She pulls up the shirt a little bit, and right on the back of where the kidney is, you see that there's this black symbol of just a little bit of a round bottom and 5 protrusions around it.
It looks like a hand almost.
Very astute of you. I wouldn't touch it if I was you.
Is
No,
it
I was
religious
just-
significance?
In certain circles, it does, yes. She'll look over at Argan and Fordrum. How much can I speak in front of these individuals?
As much as you need to. They're anything you tell us, odds are we're going to tell them anyways. So
Good. Well, let me first say, apologies about your friend. You have my condolences for their passing. Dragons can be fickle creatures. But this symbol here is one that only appears when a certain type of magic influences the death of an individual. By the looks of it, we are encountering that magic thanks to the Empire. It's
what type of magic is that?
necromancy, but sacrificial necromancy.
Did you say dragons could be fickle?
Right. Your friend who passed?
Yeah.
I've been keeping my tabs on you 3.
Fair enough.
You're all
We get
potentially
that a lot.
Well, you're
From
all
the sounds of it, the thing that caused her death and many others took the lives of everyone that was in the surrounding area.
well. Looking at the blast zone as I did, the individuals who are inside that area are completely gone. However, if there was any magical protections in place before it detonated in that area, those have similar markings as to this one left in its stead. I was curious if it was just the primary device or their secondary devices, and it turns out their secondary devices are imbued with this magic as well. Very curious.
Would that mark be on Thunderbrand?
Only if he's dead.
Okay, yeah, he's alive, thankfully, due to
I-
Death Ward.
Not sure from a technical standpoint, as that's not a wizard spell. I'm not exactly sure how Death Ward works. If he technically died and it brought him back, or if it stops him from dying.
It means that the shared existence of him and whoever he was tethered to are both wounded, because he looked thin, right?
Yeah.
And that's a necromantic symbol?
Oh, yes.
don't necromancers like suck all the life out of things?
The life, the water, the food, the motivation,
This
all of it.
blast basically absorbed lives.
Right. But what I was curious about is if the littler ones were doing it as well, because they were able to break through 3 barriers they had around this estate. Now, to be fair, they had to focus a lot of the northern projectile of fires directly at this location. I think by my count it was about 12 different projectiles just to break through their barriers and then begin to affect the parlor itself. But 12 projectiles, that's not too many.
Well, a number of them landed around us and just exploded into flames. I don't remember anything specifically magical about it.
Well, I'm going to be going out onto the battlefield after our little conversation and look for any of their, well, items that they were firing upon us just to see what it is. However, a little birdie told me that all of you are going to be heading back into the Empire. Forgem, when they were discussing things, you and her were on the opposite side of the room.
Yeah. I just turn around and look like, okay.
That's what little birdie told you that.
My ears.
You have good hearing?
I'd say so.
Well, we all are suffering from the ringing of the ears, so we're all talking a little loud anyway.
Yes, and someone with my expertise is not suitable on the battlefield, as it can be a little too unpredictable. So I stayed away from it and observed. Luckily I did so. There's a northern path into the Empire. The guide that you are asking for wouldn't want to take in somebody with, well, your direct associations with the war itself. They're profiteers, you understand. However, if all of you were, say, proper nobles trying to reestablish yourself within the Empire, escaping from Nicodranus, and you had the proper paperwork in order to get into their good graces, and you had an exceptional wealth to offer them, you would be able to get through no problem.
I like this plan.
I figured you
Too
would.
bad we
Problem
don't
with
have
this
some of
plan.
that stuff.
And what is the problem with my plan?
None of us are human.
Oh, that's not that big of an issue at all. Not everybody in the Empire is a racist asshole.
They've made
lot
a
of them,
big
though.
point, though, at targeting non-humans.
But
Granted, they
that-
also targeted themselves. So.
She'll-
also,
She'll smirk at you. Are you afraid that some lowly soldier is going to point his pointy stick at you?
I was going to say
Oh,
a
God,
lot
no.
of the foot
Afraid's the wrong
soldiers are
word.
a lot of the foot soldiers are probably going to be easily much more persuaded with anti-human tendencies. Though I'm sure once you get inside the Empire, money talks better than what race you are.
What is your surname, sir? You
Mine?
conduct yourself with a little bit too much panache.
Doesn't matter.
It does. There's not a lot of nobles from Tal'Dorei who are half-orcs.
Then I'm sure you can narrow it down.
You're gonna make me work for it?
Isn't that more fun?
Not in this current circumstances. I'm trying to help all of you.
Malor.
Oh. Well, noble in raising, at least.
I could be noble when I want to.
Seems a little difficult for you to turn it off. But that's good. You'll all have a face, someone to hold on to that for you. Are you a known associate of all of theirs?
Yes.
Known by your enemies?
Yes.
Really?
They've gone
by the
after
most
his family.
at least the most powerful ones. I don't know that it's something that would be dispersed to the lowers, but at a high enough rank within a certain organization, for sure.
In fairness, they only know the name I give them, not my actual name. There's that.
They went after your family.
You don't know that.
Yeah, I do.
Was Cynthia there for that?
He was not.
I was appraised of what's been going on and that they've been targeting y'all's family.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. They gave her
Arvin
the
told me
information
all
to
that.
protect all of you guys, yeah.
Would they have said my full name?
No,
absolute-
I don't know your full name.
Well, now you do.
Well,
Yeah, now I do.
Just said
You
it.
you know the last name. You don't know the first name.
well, I suppose that we're going to go with my original plan. If all of you do choose to take that route into the city, into the Empire, they would not be able to sense that there was any high-level magics had within their perimeters. Even if you can get yourselves inside through their safety precautions, they have similar divination magics to the Lyceum. But if you mundanely get yourself in there, through the traveling route, well, you would be a needle in a haystack against them.
So much walking.
For some reason,
Yeah,
I don't think
walking's
that's a
good for
big
you.
issue for you. But
Out of practice.
as all of you did a good honor to a great friend of mine, I'm going to break the rules this one time and help you.
Cool.
Zalaza Shah. She'll look over at you,
nice.
Zurazar.
Is this my fake name?
Oh, it's not fake at all. It's actually a very well-renowned and known about merchant who's been leaving Marquette and tried creating a unionship within Tal'Dorei, but they didn't really see eye to eye on many of their political belief systems. Much more too lawful of an individual to fit in with them, and, well, you have a very long story and a lot of noteworthy paperwork and points of references for you to discuss with individuals. She'll reach behind her cloak and pull out an entire small bag and hand it to you that's just filled with paperwork saying that you are this person.
Ooh. Some nighttime reading.
This person, of course, is currently being quarantined for, well, specific behaviors. So, don't worry about anybody taking note that they're anywhere else in the world. As far as the rest of the world has to be concerned, you can be them. At least for the next few months before we're done with our interrogations.
Fair enough. Does he have any personalities, any quirks, anything I need to really...
Oh, he is a big abider by the laws and believes that nobles should always be treated with the utmost respect, pecking order and all of that.
feel like this is... the universe is slighting me in some way or form by making me play this character. Nonetheless, I'll do it.
Well, other than the fact that he also thinks his shit don't stink. But I assume you'll be able to fill that hole perfectly fine.
Oh, absolutely. Don't you worry about that.
And I can also give you all a little bit of, I can't confirm if what you are doing is correct. But I can tell you I'm not a person to waste my time. Okay.
That means that the path that our leader has dictated going forward, it might be the right path, or at least a path towards answers.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I cannot confirm nor deny anything. But I don't waste my own time. She'll give you a wink.
Whose time do you waste?
Everybody else's.
Nice.
Good job out there. if you all survive through this, you might be getting yourselves a ripe invite into a very exclusive club one of these days.
That sounds like fun.
Well, maybe not all of you.
What does she
Sorry,
look like
Sid.
when she says that?
Braska.
What? I'm trading clubs. I'm in the most clubs.
But could you
True.
be in a club you could never tell anybody about?
Yeah.
Really?
Partly because I forget about them sometimes. But that's the whole other thing.
Not good enough.
Are you part of Vok Machina yet?
Working on it.
You'll get there one day, Cutie, and she'll, like, pinch your cheek.
Well, as mysterious as you are, does anybody have an objection to this being the path forward?
Oh, absolutely not. I am all for this plan.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. This is kind of up your alley.
Lying and breaking rules is always fun.
I mean, in public, we have to be law-abiding Imperial citizens, but behind closed doors, we can fuck around and find out.
I'm not going to have to dress up as a fighter again, am I?
Whatever,
I will pay for it.
whatever backstory you wish to give yourself, but Mr. Lyceum, please replace your robes.
Yeah, I'm going to have to... Yeah, there's a couple of things that are going to have to go away. But I can't imagine a Goliath wizard isn't going to draw at least some attention.
There's only a
If you-
couple that I know of.
Yeah, and I'm related to all of them. Most of them, I guess. There's one I know of that I'm not related to.
Myriad.
Sadly, I can't teach you disguise self.
Oh, I know that one.
I do too.
Actually, I know it too, to be honest.
Then just turn your Barca Lounger into a wheelchair.
I just never used it. No, I've got a different plan for the Barca Lounger. I am not taking the Barca Lounger into the Empire. I can tell you that right now. As much as I don't want to be separated from it, I am not taking it into the Empire. Boardroom Capriccio?
I'm in.
Capriccio. Oh, what?
We have our phase, we have our marching order. How are we getting down? On the
Were
map?
we gonna lie our asses off? And just
Well, I
walk
mean,
into the
like,
front
we're
door?
on the map, we're entering.
Here. I'll bring you over to that map.
So is she providing a contact to smuggle us in, or are we supposed to
No.
be using the other guy?
The contact that all of you have would not take you all in if you were a
Okay.
part of the war, so she gave Zorazar a perfect alias that is a well-known merchant to get smuggled in. And you all would be going from Oth, coming out at Diastock.
Okay.
Have we been to Diastock Fordrum?
Yes.
Trying to remember. Was that where...
That is where you met
That's where we met
Alice
Corvus's family, wasn't it?
Corvus's, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
And then the spider bitch.
Yeah. Because that's where we headed after Allfield. Was Daystock. It's been a
She'll
long time since I've been in the Empire.
she'll take a step over to you, Capriccio, where you're flying in the air. Just start looking at you.
Yes.
Oh, I'm just trying to gauge you a little bit. I'd be terrified.
He kind of gives her a look, but he doesn't say anything else.
Well, best of luck to each of you. She'll pat you on the shoulder. Thanks for noticing me, Fordrum. I now know that I need to change this disguise as well. I can't be seen twice.
But you were.
That is a problem. Very observant of you, big guy.
Yeah.
Also, whenever you all are ready, Kuma already has your location discerned for you. He'll be able to escort you there, no problem.
Kumar has our location.
Kuma.
I believe that is the smuggler.
Oh, okay.
No.
No. Who's Kuma?
The location in Exandria that you're supposed to find the portal. Braska pulled in his favor within the Slayer's take. They were recommended Kuma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I know who you're talking about.
And the only people who are aware of that conversation are her, the headmaster, not headmaster, the leader of the Slayer's take, all of you, and Kuma.
Okay.
Apparently this person.
So long, everybody. Take care of yourselves, be safe, and kill that fucking lich already.
Working on it.
She'll head up the
Go to hell
stairs.
first. Or Oblivion.
Oh yeah,
Just-
we should have asked
just
why
to the
she was
edge.
interested.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't go in Oblivion, you get to the edge.
You get to the edge of the looking glass and throw into the abyss.
So, Zurazar, what do we need for this? I'm assuming we need at least some clothing, probably.
You'll want to, just look your best, really. Make it look like you belong, which means that realistically, we might need to get some Empire clothing.
Oh,
If
does that
you
mean I have to
need-
wear a shirt again?
Yes, that's exactly
Damn.
what it means.
If you need regal clothing, one of the buildings that I was pulling out remains out of happened to be a noble estate or a merchant estate.
Oh,
Is it-
cool.
But do any of them,
Loot!
do any of them have Empire noble clothing? No.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's Marquesian. You're a Marquesian, right?
Well, Marquette is not a part of the Empire, Cynthia.
Nicodranas is the New York City of the menagerie.
We could
pits.
find something we need.
I'm sure the things that we can find in there will do well enough, but I would recommend once we're actually in the city, we find some time to actually get some more appropriate attire so that way we can blend in a bit easier.
I'm sure
So-
someone died to fit the bill, okay?
Oh,
We'll
absolutely.
find what we need.
So, Zorazar, what you have is Zalaza Shah,
That was a Shaw.
Marquesian merchant, who is a fairly well-renowned, but not like a high tier, just fairly well-renowned merchant, who is a very big stickler for the rules and believes that the pecking order of nobility is incredibly important. Everything else you want to bullshit, have fun with it.
Pecking order of the nobility chain
Mm-hmm.
is most important.
But anything
And
else
we
you
have
want to
the
add in
nobles.
there about him while you're researching him? Have fun with your pretend character. Your pretend
Would I-
character pretending to be a different character.
Would you all like me to make personalities for you, or would you want to just go as yourselves? Just different.
I need a personality.
It's okay, Argon. You
Yeah.
didn't need to tell me twice. I'll give you something. I'm joking, by the way. I'll figure something out for you.
I will give Zurazar 50 gold to make him a fighter again.
Braska, are you wanting me to make you like a? Oh, you know what, Braska, I know exactly what I can make you. You're okay.
Okay.
No, he was gonna give you 50 gold to make me a fighter,
Oh,
so that I
Yeah.
have to wield a weapon because he desperately wants to see it, hearing about how terrible it went the last time.
I mean,
Staff is a
that,
weapon.
yes.
I'll still take the 50 gold. Just won't make you a fighter.
Wait, him or me? Wait, now I'm confused.
You should be. Braska, you're probably just gonna be a
Druid.
high-end merchant guard. I will dish you out. I'll dish you out in the most. I would say flashy, but it needs to be practical fighting gear. You can keep what you got, but you might get something else.
Braska in armor. That
Huh.
defeats half the purpose of it.
Well, no, I was thinking I could get some war paint on you.
Arts and craft.
That could work.
Fortrum, I think you'll probably be a bit easier.
Oh, good. I hope it fits over my armor.
Well, I was going to say that I was just going to make something for you where you're a master smith that is a vassal to my family.
All right.
Cynthia, I can probably still pair you with Argon. Realistically, Argon, I could probably make you still make you a mage of some renown if you would like, but not from Tal'Dorei, from somewhere else.
It's probably best to avoid the mage part.
Fair enough.
Just make merchant or something. Whatever you can come up with.
What would you like to sell?
The only thing I have a whole lot of knowledge on is mostly history or arcana. So maybe books.
I will. You know what? That is making my apprentice.
Make him your scribe. All nobles have scribes, right?
I could be your accountant or something to that extent. That's not a bad idea.
That's a good point.
Ooh, yeah, you can do boring.
Not sure if I should be hurt by that or not, Braska.
What if I made you Argon?
Read it that way.
What if I made you a family historian, but also the accountant?
That works.
And then Cynthia, you can be the apprentice.
Yeah.
Capriccio, you can be just Capriccio. Actually, they're going to know that a fairy.
Capriccio's a mystery all on his own.
Well, it's also going to be very. If Trent has even given some sort of semblance of who we are, even if we cover ourselves, there's the flying fairy in the room.
Oh,
Well,
can you turn into animals?
Our
I'm
friend
not gonna-
did say that they won't be able to detect us magically.
But
Well,
they'll be
we
able
won't-
to take.
We won't set off alarms if we walk in, is what she said.
Yes, it's more of just the whole Capriccio being Capriccio thing, which isn't a bad thing, but it's noticeable. I can workshop that. I can figure something out with that. I got most of you anyway. I'll have to give you names. I get to choose your names.
Oh.
I also need one for my apprentice. I'm bringing him with us partially because he is native to the Empire, and we'll be able to provide a lot of useful information as we're moving through the Empire.
I mean, so am I, and I don't die at every third thing that attacks
You will
us.
have two
That's
apprentices.
a fair point.
How about this? I will allow you to choose your names, but I will get your other things ready.
Okay.
Realistically, if y'all...
My only warning is that I will not do complicated very well.
Which is why that you're just the
I know. I'm
the
just.
high guard.
I also know you in this.
I'm not going to make you fill a role that you're not going to be proficient in. We're going into a place that we all need to at least have some idea of what we're doing. If I were to put you in something like, let's say, oh, you're our head spellcaster. You can cast high altitudes of magic. Then at that point, it just people are going to be asking questions you're not going to know the answer to.
I barely understood that. Yeah.
That's the point. Don't worry, I've got you, big guy. But realistically, if there's anything that you all want to kind of base it around, and I can at least make some, because I'm going to be forging pretty much all of your guys' documents.
Yeah, I figured you would be.
So I need to make sure that if you want to make your own stuff, just make it seem feasible, and that way once I write it down and I can actually get it passed off to you, it is cohesive.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Well, now that the horrors of war have finally shown themselves to the characters, it is time for us to go ahead and end the session. When we come back next week, you all are slipping your way into, hopefully, Diastock, and, well, hopefully find another one of the phylacteries and end this so that no more territories are hurt like this. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. Hope you all had a fantastic time. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.